Sitting here with Ryno Liebenberg. This is officially actually the post-fight interview. I know it's a week later, but everything's been happening. Let's talk about the performance. How did you feel? Obviously, a lot of people at home would say it was kind of one-sided, but how do you feel?
Yeah, it went exactly like we thought it was going to go. And yeah, I feel good. I stuck to the plan. It worked like a bomb.
Talking about post-fight interviews, Rowan Campbell also happened to do a post-fight interview. What did you think of his comments?
I think Rowan must still learn to lose. It probably comes with time and experience. He's still young, and so I'll just leave it there.
Just leave it there.
Yes, you know what? There's so much to say, but it's not going to do anything or prove anything, so I'll rather just leave it.
Do you want to just move to the next step then, because you have got opportunities now? You did mention that you were going to get big opportunities in the future.
Yeah, like you just heard our conversation, we've already got 2 international propositions on board, so there's a future still for me, and there's fights in the making. We just need to choose the right one, and we'll go from there.
When it comes to opportunities now, obviously it would be abroad. It would not be. There would be nothing here. Is there any sort of guys out there that you're looking to fight?
There's nobody specific. So now I want to make a few bucks from where you want to go where the money is. I fought this fight for free. I gave all my money to charity, which is a great thing to do. But it takes a lot of time away from your family and your business. So the next one, I want to make a few bucks.
So you make a few bucks, but is that just ruling out one fight, or would you even be open to finishing the year? Obviously you said you want to spend time.
Yeah, if the right fight comes along and you win it and there's a big opportunity afterwards, yeah, sure. But generally I'm looking at one fight ahead, and that's it. One international fight, take it from there.
And how soon can you fight again?
Well, I was offered to fight in April, so I can fight. There's absolutely nothing wrong with me. I just need to catch up on my business. It's work now, so that's all that I'm doing is work. But I'll probably start getting back into the gym by next week or so, and then go from there.
Maybe it's a weird question, but did you take any damage from the Rowan Campbell fight at all?
I've got a little blue spot over here somewhere. Maybe it's from all the headbutts that I gave him. I don't know. But yes, other than that, no. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm 100%. I feel good. We did exactly what we were going to do. I pushed one pace from the beginning, went forward, backwards, inside, outside, and it worked like a bomb.
You mentioned in an interview that you did also post-fight that you had a certain game plan coming into this fight, and that you could nullify all his sort of combinations. Could you go through that on the channel?
Look, Colin's quite clever in that regard. We knew if we jab him, we take his rhythm and his momentum away. We knew he needed the right hand to do all those slip tricks. So I didn't throw too many right hands. He tries to pour your jab, so we threw lots of left hooks. Everything just worked. Work the body on the inside, work the head on the outside, jab a lot, wait for your opportunities to upload big punches. It worked like a bomb, man. It was like honestly, Rowan and Alfonso Thyssen, the fights were exactly the same for me. They are exactly the same level. I went away with exactly the same afterwards. It's nothing. I told them before the fight that there's levels to boxing. You don't jump levels, and I just proved it again.
You mentioned that, but at the same time, when someone is undefeated and young, you actually sometimes don't even know if they step up to their occasion. It could have been a thing that he stood up to, your level.
Yes.
Were you also thinking about those things?
Yes, but very few people step up to that level the first time around. Look at Brandon Tyson, Kululeko Mhlongo. Got destroyed, but he's bounced back and he's better for it now. Akani Puzi versus Johnny Miller. Lost every round. We'll see what happens to him. The first time I fought Patrick Mukala, he was undefeated. He didn't make it the second time around. So now Rowan, will see. So sometimes they do make it to the next step and the future is bright, but most of the time they don't.
And what sort of advice would you give him now?
Learn and take the hiding that you got for like a man. Learn from your mistakes and go forward. The biggest thing now is his mind. He's going to have to get past his mind, have to accept what happened and deal with the fact that he did everything for this fight 100%, and when he got into the ring it didn't work. So if he can deal with that, he's got a future.
Alright, so I'm going to go back to the topic that we were discussing, what's going to happen right now with your career. Obviously you said you got to select the right timeline, but it was the IBO World Title that you've kind of been hunting for a very long time. He was actually supposed to get a shot at the IBO World Title. Is that actually the one that you want?
Yes, well, a world title shot will be the cherry on top. one last time at a world title. Why not? Ultimately, if I get that opportunity, I'll take it with both hands. It doesn't matter where, what, how much money, I'll take it.
And social media talk, there was Isaac Chilembe being mentioned on Facebook by someone, I don't know who actually said it, but what do you think of that?
Look, Isaac's a tough fight for anybody, top 20, top 10 ranked fighter for the past 10 years. It's a fight I'll take in a heartbeat, but again, like I say, the money needs to be right, and neither of us have a promoter, so where's the money going to come from? We can't fight for free, especially if you take 2 top 25 guys in the world. We need money. Money makes the business.
So it's not just, it's about title, but obviously finishing with a good paycheck.
Yeah,
that's ultimately
that's it, yes. Look, it takes so much away from my family and my business, and I gave so much away this time around. I can't do it to them again, and I can't do it to myself. Yeah. So ultimately, you want to make a few bucks and then call it a day, and that's what I'm planning to do.
Win, lose, draw, are you going to be happy with your career if you don't pass this next round?
I've been happy with my career 5 fights back already. I've done most of what I wanted to do. I've had a good run. I've enjoyed every second of it. So yeah, honestly, I never mind what happens. Look, we all want to win, and it feels good to win, but it's not the end of the world.
And the training camp, will your body hold up for this last one?
Oh yes, definitely. I felt good in the last camp. I didn't do too much conditioning because I'm a bit older now, so I had to structure my training accordingly, but I didn't get to go 12 rounds, so I don't know if I can go 12 rounds, but I went 12 rounds in sparring a few times, and I felt good. I felt strong, fit. I think everything works good.
This is going to be a question that's quite interesting. When you approached the Rowan Campbell fight, did you approach it as if it was your last fight, or did you know that you were going to get through him and then know that this one will be your last fight?
No, honestly, I knew Rowan's not going to be up to the task. I said it from the beginning. I didn't shy away from it and say, listen, yeah, I knew this is boxing, so anything can happen, but the chances of a Hail Mary or winning the lottery, it comes around once in your life. So, yeah, no, I trained and I prepared for this fight, but not like it's my last. That's why I said from the beginning, I want this one and another one. So, no, that's how it is.
So would it literally be just a repeated training camp for you, like it's sort of pretty much exactly the same level as you did this one?
No, look, if you fight on the international stage, you need to step it up quite a bit. There's a big difference in level, and you need to go there to win it because you don't get the decisions there. No, so I'll have to do a lot more, but I know what to do. I've been there, I've done it, so I know what I need to put in and how I need to work. Now I just need an opponent and a day.
Would you feel a little bit different in terms of mentality, knowing that it could be the actual last one?
Look, it's in the back of your head and you think about it, so it gives you that little bit extra when you train. Let me do another 50 or another 100, maybe 1 or 2 rounds extra. But you need to listen to your body, so we'll see, I don't know.
This question is probably one interview too soon, but do you feel like you're going to miss boxing a lot?
Oh yes, of course I'm going to miss it. It's part of my life. My kids grow up, my father, it's part of who I am, boxing. So when I leave the sport as a fighter, I doubt that I'll leave the sport completely. There's so much to do for fighters in boxing, and I'm willing and able to do it. So I'll help as much as I can.
All right, so Ryno, we'll leave it there. What do you want to say to everybody?
Thank you for the support. Thank for all the people that got behind my cause and sponsored me, and look, all the money is going to a good cause. I'll announce it as soon as I know everything and I've got all the money. Rowan, I told you, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. Sometimes you fight and win, sometimes you learn, take it for what it is. Fight on.